Hello my beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yaya. If this is your first time here, welcome. I know it's been a little minute since I've checked in with my YouTube family and I apologize for that, but we are back and today I am doing a first impressions review video on the new NYX Can't Stop or Won't Stop primer and foundation. Usually when I do my introductions, I am glammed, I am beat down, I am going to the gods, but as you can see, I am barefaced. If you want to see why, keep watching. So this little baby claims that is a super comfortable matte formula that preps your complexion for super smooth foundation application. Let's just see. The thing that I find interesting about this is that it says to apply evenly over the skin and then tap to set. Okay. So it comes out kind of like silicone, which I kind of like. Okay then. Yeah, clearly I'm not listening to the directions because following rules is boring. No, I'm kidding. But I just kind of like to smooth my primer. It feels matte. It feels primed. I didn't even put primer on my forehead. Okay. But yeah, I tried the whole tapping thing and I feel like that is very effective with this primer because for some reason, when I try to rub it in like I do my other primers, it just kind of, you know, does this whole DJ thing. So listen to the directions, tap it in. I don't know if it's because I didn't listen to the directions and tap all the way through, or my skin is just like, what's the tea? Because this situation, I never want to see when I'm putting a primer on. And I understand it's supposed to be matte and smooth the skin, but I literally have other primers that claim the same thing and they do not give me this whole ashiness here. So let's try to fix this. Let's start over and let's try to tap all the way through because I'm not feeling this at all. Try to pull sis together because she's not looking like the one right now. Okay. I have faith in this primer, okay? All right now. Let's see. So I'm like, maybe do I rub and tap? Let's try that. Let's try the rub and tap method. Let's try that out. Because I need this to work. Like, the interesting thing about this primer is that it didn't do the dryness on my forehead, and I'm wondering if that's because I have combination skin and I'm more oily up here as opposed to the rest of my face, because, you know, we saw the situation and that wasn't cute. But going back in and kind of rubbing and tapping, I don't have that dryness. Listen to the directions. It feels kind of dry. I mean, it doesn't, okay, how can I word this? It goes on very smoothly after you do follow the instructions to tap and not rub. But I do feel like all the hydration that I had on my skin when I prepped my skin prior to putting on primer is like super stripped right now. So this little baby is 24-hour matte finish. It claims to not transfer. It's a lightweight formula and it's full coverage. It also comes in 45 shades. Yes, inclusivity, and I'm super excited to try it out. Okay, trek outside. Okay, so let's give it a go. I am the shade Warm Mahogany, which is also 16.7. So what I'm gonna do is apply this to my face, one side using a brush and one side using a beauty blender. So I'm using an IT Cosmetics Airbrush Foundation brush. And just see. All right now, truck. And just see what it does. I do love the fact that it dries quickly. The thing that I'm a little nervous about is how well it blends, being that it does dry down so quickly. I feel like the undertones in this foundation is spot on. Like, this looks like skin right now. I don't really know if it's full coverage because you can still kind of see my little imperfections, but I'm also not mad at the fact that I still look like myself. And this is what we want. This is what we want. Just like I kind of thought, you have to be quick blending this guy because it is not playing any games when it says it's matte. Like, baby, let me tell you, you gotta have the flick of the wrist with this guy because she's not playing around. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. So I'm just gonna see how buildable this is before it starts to feel or look like it's doing too much. Brush side, beauty blender side. It does blend really, really well, but I definitely feel like if a foundation is claiming to be full coverage, when I apply it, I don't want to see any skin underneath. I still look like myself. Like, you can still see my moles, my freckles a little bit, and that's great. If it didn't claim to be full coverage, I don't want to see any of that when a foundation claims to be full coverage. And you know I'm here to keep it real with y'all. I definitely like how it blends with the Beauty Blender better, of course. Not just because I stand beauty blenders, but it just works better. You can see it just works better. As it stands right now, I want to give it a 7 out of 10, only because I thought it was going to give me super full coverage. I do love how well it blends, being that it is more of a dry formula, a very matte formula rather. It blends beautifully. I'm gonna go finish my face off camera. I want to give it a little bit of time to see how, to see if it oxidizes, to see if it gets oily in any areas. Follow me on Instagram for an update throughout the day as far as wear test goes. I will say that I've touched my face a few times and nothing. So I'm shook that it does not transfer. Like, I'm literally hugging my face. Nothing. Okay, so yes, we can give hugs. As you can see, my face is still not finished. I had to stop mid brow. My brows are not done because I found a big issue. So as I applied my concealer, as you can kind of see in here, it did not blend, being that my base is so matte. It's completely stripping any type of moisturizing thing that I'm putting atop of it. So I used Tarte Shape Tape, which we know is fabulous concealer. I never have issues blending it, ever. And now I have this whole situation going on where my concealer is just kind of sitting. Okay, like, I'm turning a little bit gray in this area. Like I said, the color match is spot on. I am not sure if the formula is too matte for me. You guys saw me do it with the brush and the sponge, so I don't know if it needs to be applied with something else. It's just super matte. Therefore, the concealer under my eyebrows did not blend well. My eyebrows did not blend well. They're super dark. I never do my eyebrows this dark. I'm a little upset. I was so excited to try this because I love a full coverage matte foundation, but this might be a little too matte. So like I said with the primer prior, if you have dry skin, you might not love this product at all, because even with my oily combo skin, I love the fact that it doesn't transfer. Once again, like, it doesn't come off, and that's amazing, but you also can't put anything else on top of it. I hate the fact that I have these, like, you can clearly see where my concealer is. Like, you guys might not be able to see it, but I do my makeup every day, and like I said, I never have this kind of like ashy, not blendable, that's not a word. Or wait, that is a word. This weird kind of not blendableness, that's not a word. I don't know, guys, like I literally cannot finish my face right now. Like, I literally had to stop mid-face or mid-brow and come back to you guys because I don't know what to do with this. Like, I really don't know what to do with this, and I'm so disappointed because it is waterproof, it does not transfer, it is very matte, and I'm pretty sure that it's 24-hour wear, being that it doesn't budge, and I am so in love with that. But I literally cannot finish my face. Like, I would feel like a freaking hot mess if I were to try to wear this outside right now. Like, on camera it might not look as bad, but in person my eyebrows are floating, my concealer's floating, and quite frankly, I don't want to be a cloud. I don't want to float. I definitely had a optimistic outlook on how this video was going to turn out, but just me knowing who I am, I'm not gonna force a product to work if I'm clearly trying every avenue to get it to work and it's still just, it's just gonna not do it. So I don't even feel comfortable doing a wear test on this because I'm already not comfortable wearing it now, and it's only been about 20-30 minutes since I've had it on my skin, and like I said, it feels great. It's very comfortable wear. I feel like this foundation is for a beauty that is completely oily. Like, literally anything you put on your skin, it slips. This is the foundation for you. Any type of dryness or dry combination skin, combination skin in general, where you're more on the drier side than oily, I definitely would say be careful with this foundation because it is super matte, and maybe trying it with a different primer might work for me, like the Honey Do Me Up by NYX that I am obsessed with. I really want this foundation to work, so I'm gonna try it with different primers, and even with primers that I used prior to the Can't Stop Won't Stop. But for this review, and for the primer and foundation as a pair, I am just not feeling it. Said, I want to thank you, beauties, for joining in and watching this video. I'm sorry if it's a little bit lengthy, but you guys wanted an honest review, and I wanted to make sure that I covered every aspect of this foundation. You guys are trusting in me to give you the real, so that's exactly what I planned and wanted to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see any more reviews on new products. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to connect with me, and as always, stay beautiful, love yourself, and I'll see you in a video real soon.